around you.
It's Christmas Eve.
It is. 2 more sleeps, friends. 2 more sleeps.
All right.
So we are here to do letters to Santa. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger, that was something that we did every year, was we wrote our letters to Santa because, as all of you know, because I mention it, many, many times, my mother was all about the magic of the holidays. And so, believe, shoot for the stars, aim for the sky, that kind of deal. So why the heck not? Wish, 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 right?
That's right.
So we have the lovely Aley from Heart and Soul Connected. We are simulcasting this to both channels, but she is here as a guest. And we have gone to the Dozen Cats Advent Calendar while the intro played. And FYI, I've played that intro every day for an entire month and just realized that I had a major boo-boo on number 4 and never noticed. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. So
I didn't notice it, so it's okay. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So today's word is, drum roll please.
Family. Family. Very nice. Very nice.
Well, that's what you are to me, Aley. Mm-hmm. You have been so supportive to me since the day I came into your chat as a lonely little chatter. You have always been supportive and kind and considerate. That is how you treat all of your subscribers. That's how you treat all of your guests. I'd like to think that that's the environment. At least that's my goal, is to create like family type atmosphere here at Dozen Cats. And as we go through this list, now this is a bit of a stretch, so follow the dots, friends. When we pull the words from the Advent calendar, I try to think of something, from my life experience to reflect upon as I then start tossing out cards.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a Christmas that was like really intense at my house. So my parents were going through a separation. My dad was there, he was gone, he was there, he was gone, he was there, he was gone.
Yeah, that's hard.
And then he decided to come home and we had Christmas. And probably the best Christmas in memory, because we were all trying so hard to be on our best behavior. And there's no better feeling than being surrounded by people that care, that you feel have your back, that support you, that get you, that hear you, that understand you. And when you write your Christmas wish list, we've seen it in all the Hallmark movies, right? Where they wish for a dad to get married, or a mom to find a new husband, or like a big brother or big sister or a puppy. I can honestly say I never wrote that in my Christmas letters. It was never a wishbone.
You waited till you were older and then got yourself a puppy.
Yes. I just did it. What about you, Aley? What did you ever write letters to Santa?
Yeah, I did. I remember one year writing a letter to Santa asking for all of these very interesting and sundry things when I was a little bit older, when I could, really write. And my mother, she fulfilled the whole list. One of them was a miniature television, and it was about this, black and white. It was about this big. And, there's just she just really, really rallied to try to get all those things, even though she was always very generous with me for Christmas and my birthdays. But one year when my 47-year-old daughter was 6, Santa Claus came to the house that we lived in to see my daughter and to bring gifts. A friend of mine's father was Santa, came in a Volkswagen, and
as one does.
As one does. And I had this lady make a doll for my daughter that was blonde. It had purple because she liked purple. And I asked the lady, could you make a doll for my mother? She never had a doll in her whole life.
Okay.
And so she made one with gray hair and granny glasses and everything. And Santa Claus gave it to her. My mother opened it. It was like the best gift that you ever gave anybody. I had a note in it that said when Santa was cleaning out his sleigh, he found the doll that should have been delivered in 1925.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And my mother just was a puddle. And it was the best thing I ever did, though. It was like it made her so overwhelmingly happy. Right. So, yeah, I think about those kinds of Christmas memories and how those are. And yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah.
I'm reading all of the comments.
Uh-huh.
Tammy says, I'm still waiting on that pony. Right.
And don't forget, Mary Thornberry said Santa won't be coming this year because he heard I was a good girl and he died laughing. So Mary absolutely knows me. And my father whispered that joke right in her ear. So thank you, Mary.
Love this, JR. JR wants to ask Santa for the strength to not give an ish for the new year. I want 2025 to be about me and me only.
Good, JR. That's a beautiful, beautiful idea. Yes. Good for you.
You know, I've said this so many times, and JR is a shining example of that family feeling that I was talking about, right? Being here and creating that space where someone feels safe enough to share and openly shares, successes and setbacks, accomplishments and challenges. But to witness that kind of growth and that kind of healing, what a privilege that is. What a blessing.
Oh, it is.
And it's all because of you, Aley, that happened. Meaning, if it wasn't for me coming on your show, I don't know that I ever would have even considered being here. So it's amazing to me how these things come full circle.
They do. And it's paying it forward, Kel. That's how it happens, because somebody paid it forward for me. And
yes.
And we just, you just can see it. It trickles down, and the people in the chat are amazing. And when we find out that there's something that means something to them, that we, whatever it is, we don't always get that feedback. And when we do, wow.
It's life-changing. Truly. It really, really is life-changing. Okay, friends. So here is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do letters from Santa. And I love myself a good spread. Card spread. Get your minds out of the gutter. Come on now.
I thought you were going to make some kind of delicious feast for us, Kel.
Yes.
I wasn't in the gutter.
Okay. No, wasn't doing that. So I've come up with ho-ho, because that's what I come up with. So here is what we're doing. Okay. Allie's going to pull 2 cards. I'm going to pull 2 cards. No matter what your question is, this is what we're going to give you. Right?
Yep. Yeah.
You're going to get a ho-ho reading.
Hey, and if you happen to have the little ho-ho desserts.
Oh, I love them.
With some hot chocolate, go for it.
Yeah. I love that. Absolutely, Amanda, because why the heck not?
That's right. That's
absolutely.
Right.
Okay, so Mary's like jingle all the way. I love it. Okay, so lots of folks in the chats. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Bora Bora's in the house. Roots and Waves. Hi, Ange. How you doing, love? Good to see you. Anja is here. Just going to scroll down real quick and try to say hello to some more folks. They is here. Pooja is in the house. Rossi is here. JR is here. Ellen is here. Amanda is here. Linda Kelser. Sin is here. Tammy is here. Sylvia Hanks is in the house. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really, really do appreciate the support. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Gosh forbid. And, of course, check off that bell notification so you don't miss out. Leah Salva, hello. Welcome. Let's see. Have I missed anybody? Laura is in the house.
Did you get Ness? Because she
Ness,
had a question. Okay.
Yep,
All
I
right.
got you. Okay, Ness
Yep.
and Hypnocity.
Yeah. Oh, Rossi, Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me.
And Anja, okay. And
Tammy Aldridge, Thin Crony, and Amanda, of course. And hey, it's really nice to see everybody. All right. Oh, Tammy wants a card too.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you have to take 4 cards. You can't just take one. So.
Thank you, Hypnocity. I missed you too.
Yeah.
Ellen, Rossi. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think we might have enough to start anyway, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here we go, my friend. So that's your thing.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to start with in no particular order. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with, yes, Ness, we got you, love. In fact, let's start with Ness.
Okay.
Ness would love a message from Santa. So I'm going to stick the banner back up there. Is that okay, Aley, or do you remember?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is for Ness.
Okay. So are you going first? Am I going first? What, it doesn't matter.
You go first because you'll be done.
I go first. Me. All right. So Harmony. I pulled a card of faith for you, and so we can't always see those things that are around us. Look at this. She's even smelling the flowers, and there's beautiful butterflies all around her, but she's sort of blindfolded. But that doesn't matter because she has faith that where she's going and how she's going to get there is going to work out for her no matter how she goes. So there's the first one. All right. You want me to do the second one? Is that how you want to do it? And then you do 3 and 4? All right. Thank you. All right. Openness. I got a card in my feelings that says, perhaps you've been a little fatigued or tired, and they want you to be open to a suggestion of taking it easy, relaxing, and resting.
Love that. So this is what I've got for you, Ness, for your hope. I've got wrapped up.
Oh.
You're close to finishing.
That's it. Wonderful.
And for your opportunity, we have berries and the sweet surprise, which ties into that first card that Aley got for you. And so I feel like that you are going to feel, there's often times when we are on a path or on a project, on a quest, on a challenge, whatever it is, and we don't necessarily feel like we're making any progress. I feel quite differently when it comes to you, Ness. I think that you're going to feel the actual progress. And there's no better feeling than knowing that you've done it. You know what Absolutely. I mean? Knowing that you have hit the target or whatever the case may be. At least to me, there's no better.
She's going to make a berry cake. She's going to make a berry cake.
Isn't I love that.
Yes, hi, Thayer. It's good to see you, girl.
Thayer, I so enjoyed you on with Aley. It was so good to see you, my friend. I absolutely love Thayer. She's so incredibly talented. And I'm not just saying that. I believe it.
Yep.
Anja says, Santa, do you have a message for me this season? Please and thank you, wrapped in mistletoe.
Awesome. Do you want to do the first 2?
I could.
Okay.
I'm not ready, but I could.
Oh, I can do it then. I'll do it. Chiffon berry and cream 3-tiered cake.
Yes.
Oh, Ness.
I mean, come on, Ness. Listen, we're trying to concentrate over here. Don't throw me off. Visions and sugar plums and all that.
The first card I get for you, Anya, is the future. The future. And I believe you're going to be in harmony with your future. And it looks to me as though all 4 seasons are included in this card. And they're wanting you to know that as you move into the new year, you will have wonderful abundance and beauty that surrounds you. There's that one. Now let's see what else I get. You're going to be open to climbing. Now you don't have to go out and do, rappelling or anything.
Don't try to don't have to leap off of the building.
Don't have to leap off the thing. Yeah. This is more like moving up into something different, and it could be climbing in your spirituality as well. So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah.
I feel it's success.
Yeah.
And the reason I feel it's success is because, Angela, look what I got for you. I've got 2 cards. Both are prosperity.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. You've got the beast spirit and prosperity. And you have giving and receiving. Keep prosperity flowing.
Beautiful.
And so that climbing is that feeling, right? That listen, when we can quell fear, right? When we can stomp out the questions and the constant, recalibrating everything in our head to try to connect all the dots. When we can get rid of that kind of worry, that kind of stress, that is abundance, in my opinion, right? Because you just, you're just feeling aligned, right? Things are coming together. And I mean, 2 cards saying that you're getting prosperity under the acronyms of hope and opportunity.
I know.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All right.
There you go.
All right. So that's Ness. That's Angela. All right. Let's do Hypnocity.
Okay.
I love cards. Whatever.
That are meant for you. All right.
I love the way you put that, Hypnocity.
All right. So the first card I get for you is the King. And I'm going to say this must be your Keith. It must be. He's the king of your domain. And I'm hoping that he's doing well and will continue to improve over the next year with his health and the situation that he's living in. And there's a little birdie behind him, and he can't see it because he's not looking in the correct way. But I do believe that it's the bird of happiness. How about that? And the next one is openness. It says, and if things don't work out for you, make sure that you drink a lot of coffee. Like Aley does. Yes.
Well, here's what's interesting. Talking about Keith, your husband, right?
That's his name too. Yes. That's her husband's
So the first card we've got is Cinnamon and Intense Passion.
Ooh, nice.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
And for opportunity, we have the Bluebell Spirit and Gratitude.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, I don't know what's going on with your husband, but he's your Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius people are the fixers, right? They are the security, the warrior, the protector. And this Christmas could be intense in terms of passion and the gratitude, like really reignited and embraced, because you have this magical time of year, and that he is feeling better. You feel like your prayers have been answered. And I don't need to tell you this, but I literally, imagine yourself in a bathtub of gratitude and just keep washing that water and swirling it all around you, just bathe in it, right? Because that creates hope, that creates opportunity, creates harmony, right? Love that.
Yes. It took a long time for him to finally get the ability to have shoulder replacement surgery. And so, it's good news. And he's getting his stitches out. Congratulations. That's great.
I love that that he's feeling better. Emily, I've got you.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, Mary. You only want one card? All right. Well,
Mary
There's
tries
the
to challenge me all the time, and I tell her all the time, like, Mary, you know me. I can't do one card. I don't know how. Not my
No,
wheelhouse.
I'm gonna do the regular Mary. All right. What do we got for you? Ooh.
Hypnicity, he's also lucky to have you, love.
Yes, he is. Absolutely. All right, Mary. For harmony, it's very interesting. I pulled these forest cards and I got the word competition. I don't see you as a person who is a competitive person, but I know that you have lots of animals and farmland and a lot of things that are competing for your attention. And so finding that balance to do all those things you must do on your land, don't think of it as a competition. Get done what you can get done, and you save the rest for the next day. And the next one is be open to the support of others. And we all need this message. Oh my God, that cat.
I know.
And you know, they come up when they know people like animals. So yes, the support of others, of course, you get it here, you get it in many places, and with your beautiful dog, Happy. So there you go.
I love that. All right. So I have for your hope, we have, and Quincy's like, yes, hope.
Oh.
Honestly. It's like
I hope you can see the card through Quincy.
Right? We have having abundance, what you need is on the way. Okay. Mm-hmm. And for opportunity, we have the butterfly and big changes.
Oh, Mary. Ooh. There you go.
So really think about your intentions for the year forward, right?
Yeah.
Do the visualizing and the manifesting and the journaling, and just really, close up 2024 and put a bow on it, and envision 2025 and how you want it to be for you, because I feel like you're being given a sort of like a message that like you are in control in 2025 of your own destiny. I mean, we all are, but sometimes we need a little reminder, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Mary. Maria. Sorry, I see you in your chat or in the chat. I'm sorry to hear that you're sad. We are doing readings. If you want a reading, I can start you. But we're doing letters to Santa tonight, so I can do that if you want. But we do have people ahead of you, love. All right. Tammy, may I get a card?
Oh, I love your picture, Tammy. That's so cute. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Okay. So, your first card, Tammy, is for harmony, is make sure you realize that the universe knows you are a dreamer, and we have to dream ideas first before they can come into fruition. Everything starts as a thought. And so if we're having a dream to do something, whether it's, if you're awake, you can have those kinds of dreams as well as the ones at night. But always know that you have everything around you that you need in order to create the world that you want. And the next one is, it says, always be open to wearing your boots, because you may be on a very long journey, and that's what life is anyway. And the journey is much more important than the destination.
Right. Okay. So it's really interesting that you said everything in the world that you need. Because look at the two cards that I've got. If you can see, they're both snow globe-y like things.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And then and what's interesting is for hope, okay? We have the spirit guardian of winter and retreat. embrace yourself in the spirit of home, right? Your foundation, your place of security and safety and love and support, right? The place where we feel the most comfortable. When we put ourselves in that position, in that environment, all of the other outside stresses seem to like decrease, if not go away entirely, right? It invites clear thinking. Now, for your opportunity, we have welcome changes. It's time to shake things up.
Yes.
So I feel like the clear thinking, so taking some time over the holidays to really connect with yourself and think about, what it is that you want, what you don't, and how you're going to achieve it. And then get ready to forge forward. And I feel like when you do this clear thinking based on the cards that I got, okay, you need to leave because you're eating the cards and we can't have that. They're too darn expensive, darling. I feel like,
but they're
bring the lessons. Right. I mean, don't get me started because in a minute I'll tell you the story. So to bring forward the lessons that you've learned from past actions, so that you can make a positive footing forward, right? So the reason I said don't get me started, so back in the day I decided I was going to do a positivity board where I wrote a bunch of affirmations down and stuck them on a bulletin board.
I remember. And
I had like 6 or 7, and I was like all proud of myself because I came up with this great idea. And I woke up one day and I thought, well, that board looks different. What's wrong with the board? It didn't dawn on me. And then I looked at the board the next day and I was like, wow, they're like disappearing. And all of a sudden now there's 3, and I'm like, what is happening? I mean, I don't know, like spirit's really messing with me. Anyway,
they were delicious.
Quincy ate them all. He ate them all of my positive quotes and affirmations.
He was positive they would taste good. Yes.
So the cat is positively bonkers is what he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. I digress. All right, that's Tammy. Okay, so I have Ellen, Rossi, Pooja, Faye, and Emily.
I think there was somebody else I saw. Let me see. You got Emily. Okay. Yeah. Faye Cole, you got Faye. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, if anybody, if we didn't call your name, you can put it in and we'll go from there.
Absolutely. Yep. We're on to Ellen for her ho-ho.
All right, Ellen. All right.
Oh, Amanda. Did I not read your name? No, I did not. Sorry, Amanda. Yeah, I'll put you on the list, Maria. Rossi, I got you.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Put the banner back up so we don't forget where we are.
And so this is for you, Ellen. The first card I get for you is Wildflower. And I love this card because the most beautiful flowers that we don't have to pay any real attention to, we don't have to cultivate them, we don't have to really water them because they're nature's flowers, are the wildflowers that we see in the spring as they along the countryside. And there's something just so special and beautiful about them. And they are saying that this is the same way you are, that you are a beautiful wildflower, and continue to grow and know that you will, as the seasons change, everything changes and you will blossom again. And then I get the openness to being more creative and fertile. Now, you probably don't want to be fertile in the child sense of the way. But remember, creativity and fertility come from the second chakra, because you can use that energy in that chakra for both.
I love that you got that. Hi, Isadora, by the way. Ellen is saying, I want to be less tame and restrained in 2025, and she loves that card. And I just want to mention, Sharon, I got you on the list, and Pierrette, I got you, and welcome, my friend. Okay. So she says, Ellen says, I think both of these cards go together for me. I need to be less restrained in order to be more creative.
Beautiful.
So these two cards, I think, go with you, and your comment, really, Ellen, because we've got the maple spirit and generosity. I mean, that's a beautiful card to begin with, right? But like, be generous to yourself, right? Think of yourself as the garden, right? Where you are investing in yourself, like Seven of Pentacles kind of energy, right? You're investing in yourself. You are assessing as you take this path. And, you know, when it comes to the garden, like, you water it, you plant the seeds, you fertilize it, you talk to it, you just go out and look at it, you know, take your measuring tape, whatever it might be. And you're building the excitement.
Yeah.
Waiting for the outcome. But there's no real anticipation. There's just really hope where that's concerned. Like, you hope that the garden is going to blossom and bloom and the harvest is going to be successful, but you don't know. So every day you go out there with that same sort of motivated dedication, right? And that's kind of where I think of this generosity card, because I'm like the opening of the tree. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm feeling. Then we've got this cup of kindness. Love will show you the way. So to me, this is like generosity of spirit, of yourself, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's be kind to yourself. Yeah.
Absolutely.
No judgment. No judgment. There you go. That's beautiful. That went really well with the cards. Oh, Mary, Sugar Maple reminds us to tap into our dreams by allowing our emotions to be acknowledged for what they are. I love that, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Yeah.
All right, Rossi is up next.
Rossi, who has a cat that looks an awful lot like Quincy.
Absolutely does.
All right.
Absolutely does. Put that banner back up on the screen. And here we go.
Let's see what we got for you, Rossi. Ooh. All right, Rossi. Now, you know you have this. Your harmony is your night vision. And honest to God, she comes onto my dream channel, and she's there every Tuesday night, whether I'm there or not. She's with Terry and Kelly and all the others. And she knows all the symbology. She nails it. She's so good. You have it, Rossi. You have it. And then for your openness, it says, whatever it is you want coming up this year, have intense passion for it. And remember, at the beginning of the year, if you put a little cinnamon in the doorway, it brings good things coming in for the year. So put a bow on it, Rossi. Put a bow on it.
Love that. So, for your hope, I have got a loyal friend and someone has your back. You know, I don't need to say this based on what Aley just said, but pay attention to the messages that you're being given. Like, don't discount, right? Look into them, investigate them, have fun with the investigation of the messages, the dreams, the synchronicities, whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
Because you're being given an opportunity to either have a better understanding, to have a better like level of knowledge, or I don't like the word gift, but like a better muscle retention for your own gift, right? Look at what I've got. I've got the Wizard of the Woods and Focus.
Oh, I love that.
Right? Wow. Like, when you were talking about the dreams, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's very mystical to me, this card. And so I feel like there is an opportunity for you to reach even higher, right? Like to spread out more, to bring forward more, or to bring out more, however which way I should say that.
Yeah. She's had big growth this year, I think. Really big growth. Yeah.
Good for you, Rossi. Good for you, my friend. And you know what? Like my mom always said, like I said in the beginning, right? Shoot for the moon, right?
That's right.
Spread your wings, experience that freedom, fly high, the sky's the limit kind of thing. And why the heck not? Why the heck not, my friends?
That's right.
All right. What is happening, Kelly? Well, because they have changed all these darn buttons around, as I was complaining to Allie before we started the show, I was like, I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm pretty good at working the buttons, but they've just added a new button, and now I can't find anything. Like one button threw me right off.
Oh. Well, what is that telling you? That's telling you don't get so invested in doing things the same way that you're not able to make change. And that's about the only thing you can.
I mean, do you know who you're talking to?
I definitely do, dear.
I'm like a one-trick pony. I only know how to do things one way.
I get it. I get it.
All right. Yep. Pooja is up next.
All right, Pooja. Oh my
Rossi
God,
says,
Quincy. You were Quincy is being a silly girl boy.
This is what he does. It's an obstacle course. He just goes around and around and around and around. I mean, honestly, he thinks it's like NASCAR over here. I don't know what.
All right, Pooja. I have a great card for you, and it's called Incantation.
Okay, come on.
And the beautiful birds, the parrots, they speak, but what they do is they mimic. And when they mimic, it is an incantation of what they hear, which can be very dangerous if they only hear things like, swear words. Because I actually know somebody that picked up a parrot that was living with someone else, and that's all the parrot could do. But anyway, we'll move from there. Anyway, whatever you want, you speak it. You speak it. You be the parrot. You say what it is you want and how you want to see it, and then let it go. There's your incantation. And let the butterfly come through, because the butterfly brings big changes. It's moving from the caterpillar into the flying beauty. So there you go.
Okay. I totally love it when you read with someone else and you vibe with them. Nothing gives me greater pleasure as a reader than reading with another person, and there's like a shared message between all of your cards, or when there's like a commonality in cards, right? Like they're all the same color, or there's like 4 circles or 4 birds or something like that. So far, your message feels like about light, like shining your light, right? Letting people know who you are, you taking center stage, you taking the spotlight in terms of like you do what's best for you, and put yourself at the top of the list. I've got the feather with divine guidance. Okay. And then I've got this beautiful card of finding direction.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that card. I love that card.
Right. You are being shown the way.
Yeah.
So those 2 cards on their own are wonderful messages. I don't know why I feel this, but every once in a while I get this, like, it's like not, it doesn't necessarily feel like it's connected, but I know that it is. I don't know. Go sit outside is what I want to tell you to do. Go sit outside and look up at the stars.
There you go.
And just, look for the twinkly star. Look for the bright light in the sky. It invites clear thinking. It sometimes it helps to just find a thing. You know what I mean? Because you've distracted yourself from like whatever might be going on in your life. There's something very peaceful and hopeful to me about looking up in the night sky. And so I feel like looking up at the night sky hopefully will work for you too, Pooja, in finding a light, a direction, an area, a message even.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's what I got feel of.
If you wouldn't mind, Denise McMullen is asking a question. We're not, doing regular readings tonight, but she says that she and her husband have been first responders to 6 suicides.
Oh, God.
And
Denise.
she's wondering why. And I like what Rossi had to say. Maybe you are there to help them cross over or to help them stay. But my feeling is that Spirit puts us where we need to be, even when we think it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so I want you to know that all of us are holding space for you. And we are sending you, that's very, very difficult work. And I'm sorry that it's happening to you. And thank you everybody in the chat for giving her some love. I appreciate
Absolutely.
That. Yeah.
So
thanks, Gail.
We have a code word here at Dozen Cats, which is called, it's simply put, hugs in capital letters. And so when someone needs a code, is what we call it, we code them. And so what I asked you all to do is to write hugs in capital letters in the chat, every single one of you, and let it flood the screen. Because can't we all use a hug, but especially Denise and her husband. What brave and courageous people you are.
Absolutely.
And I want to say to you, Denise, and I don't need to say this to you because of the job that you do. You already know this, that you are one of those chosen people, you and your husband. Yeah. When my cousin passed away and he took his own life, my aunt and uncle asked me to come to their house where my cousin, his younger brother, said to me, "We would like you to perform this ceremony."
Oh.
And I thought, oh my God, I can't do that. Like, there's no way I can stand in front of my family and do this. And they said it was because I was the strongest person that they knew.
I see that.
And those moments that we have where we are put in a position to do something that someone else could not. Now, I'm sure that you've been told, not that you don't deserve to be told again, both you and your husband, and for any first responder, the service, the comfort, the support that you offer a person who is frantic and, their whole life is crumbling around them. You provide that same thing that we think Spirit provides, that a higher power provides for us. Our animals provide for us. A child provides for us.
Right. Yeah.
Know that in the moments that you have been asked to do this, so sadly, for the reason that you're there.
Right.
Try to focus on the purpose.
Right.
In your role in that moment and what you provide to all the people that you are coming in contact with. I mean, my heart goes out to you because
it does. Mine does too, Denise. I'm so sorry you're going through that. It was the worst. I had a very bad year myself, and I'm seeing that Maria is not having a very good time of it either. No. And it's really difficult when you don't have someone to talk to, you don't have an answer for something, but you can sit in the knowing that all of us, each and every one of us hold space for each other here. This is the most beautiful community I've ever been in any place in the, in my life. And much love to you.
Absolutely. And I think the difference between what Denise is saying and what Maria is saying, I mean, the effect, the feeling is the same, totally different reasons. And I it's not because either one of you said this. I just want to make this note made because I say this often, and to me, it's important. I have been there.
That's the thing. We don't have the exact same situation in many cases, but we have the empathy because we understand it. Empathy is different than sympathy.
No, absolutely it is.
It's knowing a knowing. And
Yeah.
we don't have to have the exact same situation.
No,
to
not
really
at all.
know how someone must be feeling. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that when
Yeah.
you are in that state where you are upset, where you are confused, where you are scared, where you are depressed,
Mhm. Yep.
you don't always have the focus or the understanding, the drive, the inspiration, the motivation, or just the clarity, or a combination of all of those things.
Yeah.
To understand that you have the ability to then, switch the narrative or switch the story or get off that path and go to another. You don't always understand that you have that kind of control.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes, I mean, lack of focus, lack of comprehension, lack of understanding are signs and symptoms of diagnosed anxiety.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And we all have it. We've had quite the year.
Yeah,
all
no,
of us.
So what I'm saying is, specifically to Maria. Maria was in my chat the other night, and we were having quite a lovely chat. I just want it to be said for anyone who is listening that if you are in those moments where you are feeling so challenged, so down, there is help out there that you can get. Don't try to, bury your head in the sand and hide and pretend like what's happening is not happening. Like, reach out to the resources that are in your community, right? There are therapists, there are doctors, there are family members, your best friends, there's forum boards, there's tarot readings. Where we have like a lovely community. There are helplines, there are things that you can do where you can get the resources that you need so that you can be fed that constant sort of like a intravenous of support, right?
And you need it. Yeah.
And when you come, when the healing has started and when the clarity starts to happen, then you get to that position. It took me 8 years that you have the ability to make a conscious choice, to make a conscious decision, to be positive, to not look in the rearview mirror, to not live in the past, to not be afraid, to not live in fear, to not have your life hijacked by fear. But you have to be ready for that. And that is all I wanted to say. So if you're in a position, if you know someone who is in a position who seems to be not hearing what you're saying, not listening to what you're saying, not getting what you're saying, in terms of you're trying to help them and they're just like, yeah, whatever, please be kind to them. Know that they are going through it. It's not that they're not, they're not ignoring you. They're just dealing. And, try to
never take your life or even think about taking your life because of someone else's actions.
100%.
You are the most important person in your life. Always.
You are your best asset.
You are. And you're very much loved. So anyway.
All right. And that concludes my PSA.
Your PSA for the day. Okay.
My PSA.
I'm glad you reached out though, Denise and Maria. We all need support. So, all right.
Denise, never apologize. Absolutely ask away. And I'm glad that here's the thing that I love the most about what I get the privilege to do with my channel is, you put your faith and your trust in all of us by opening up and sharing. And that is such a blessing. I was literally just speaking about that before you joined. So it seems like you kind of came at the right moment.
Came at the right time. That's right. That's right.
All right. Miss Faye is here asking for a message.
All right. And this is a very interesting card to pull after the conversation we just had. And this is actually, Faye, this came at the right time. For harmony, what this card says is you are held. You are held. The universe holds you. The higher power holds you. You are in the arms of the divine and the beloved. Never forget, you are in harmony with that at all times. The second one is be open to fulfilling work. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling like this is also for Denise. I mean, it's like she's a first responder. So I'm going to say, Faye, I'm sharing this with you and Denise. You are both held and you are both doing fulfilling work. And be proud of yourself for that. Be proud of yourself for that.
Yeah. So for hope, I have the moose and position of power. I mean, I literally feel like spirit is like backing up what we just said, like Aley said with our cards here, and that the power is within us. We don't always know that, right? Like everything happens for a reason, but we don't necessarily know what the reason is, right? And then we get stressed out about that.
Yeah.
Not about what's happening, but about, well, I don't understand why it happened. Do you really, though? Like, do you really need to know everything?
Yeah.
Just saying. And then the second card that I've got is opportunity, which is a delicate situation. And it says, wow, tread lightly now. So what I think that means is being kind to yourself. Don't overanalyze. Don't overthink. You know, you take 4 steps forward and 2 steps backwards. You feel, I'm not saying you personally, Faye, but like people in general, I think it's a bad thing. You get all in your head. You get all crazy about it, right? You start beating yourself up, self-sabotage, the whole bit. Yeah. Says who? Says who that those 2 steps backwards, in your opinion, were not of service for you. We're not learning opportunities for you, because every step is a step. It's growth. Doesn't matter that you think it was forward or backwards.
Right.
We're not in control of the path. We're only in control in the way that we go down the path. Like that's my belief, right? So be kind to yourself, my friend. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate every achievement. I don't care. I got dressed. Yes. I mean, honestly, if it has to be that small, do it. Do it. All right. Whoops. I keep hitting the wrong button. StreamYard, we're going to have a talk. You upset me here with the buttons.
They need to pay you to use it. There you go.
I mean, right?
Oh, hi, Emily. Right. Yeah. You're welcome.
Emily would like a message from Santa.
All right. Santa. All right, Emily.
You're welcome, Faye. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for being understanding. Thank you for being so supportive and loving to each other in the chat. Nothing fills me with more joy than to see that happening, because we have said so many times in, you know, different channels, different rooms, different readings, that even though you may not ask a question or you may not get your question answered, doesn't mean that the messages that you hear are not for you. And it also doesn't mean that, you know, there seems to be like themes, as I said it before. Oftentimes there's like an overlying theme that happens. And I believe tonight is, you know, about being kind to yourself. And literally, you know, the word, it's staring at me, family, right?
Family. The family that we create is what this is. Right here.
Yeah, but it's like the connection, it's the bonds, it's the love, it's the support, right? It's the I got your back, it's the foundation, right? Sorry.
All right, so we have harmony, and you are harmonized, Emily, because you're going through a metamorphosis, and I love this card. You know, the butterfly is a very powerful symbol. And it goes through a process of being a caterpillar and, you know, and crawling around. And then eventually it goes into its chrysalis and becomes a beautiful butterfly. And just like us, when we're going through things, we create the metamorphosis in our own world. So that's what I get first. Then I get What's the second one? I'm sorry.
Openness.
Openness. Be open to new opportunities. Look at that. Here's another lantern card. Lanterns are my favorite. It's like you got to hold up the lantern so you can see what's in front of you. So there you go. Yeah.
You know, if you think about the Hermit card in Tarot, right? The Hermit is carrying the lantern. The lantern is his wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's
the
right.
lantern sort of illuminates your inner knowing and shines the light on the path that you're actually on at that moment. It's like lighting the way, step by step by step.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of what Aley's card said, that makes total sense to me. In terms of these two cards, it ties them in beautifully. You've got the I can't read backwards, sorry, the water spirit and manifesting dreams.
Oh, there you go. There's your new opportunities. Yeah.
Right. And you've got giving and receiving, keep prosperity flowing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be ridiculous, but like I'm feeling like little engine that could. Like if you think you can, right?
That's
if
right.
you think you will.
Right.
That's what you need to manifest.
There you go.
Love that.
Yeah.
The little engine that could. I don't know where that comes from, friends. All right, we've got me, aka Amanda.
You got a hat on a crow. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, Amanda. Oh my goodness. Oh.
All right. Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was interesting. I got 2 cards right away.
Did you? Well, then why don't you go first?
Okay.
Yeah.
So for harmony,
mm-hmm.
you've got the bear spirit and rest and retreat. Okay.
Beautiful.
And for openness, you've got the butterfly. I mean, that's what the butterfly does. It opens up, right? And big changes. So I feel like where you take that break, right? Where you sort of hibernate for a few days throughout the holidays kind of thing. And then you come out, you know, refreshed and recharged and reinvigorated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I say spa day. Maybe in your
spa day. There you go.
That's what you should be putting on your sandal list.
That's right. So it's very interesting. I'm assuming that you're going to spend the holidays maybe with your daughter and maybe your mom. I don't know. Your mom, I know, lives a little further away. But I have here roots. And I love the roots card because one thing that we can give our own children is roots and wings. And I believe that that's what you did with your daughter. But also it harkens back to the roots that you came from. So the hope is in that family tradition that the roots are strong. And it says here that a knotted rope, and look how it's knotted right into a heart, that your opportunity is to make a lasting commitment. And maybe something is coming up for you. I don't know. I'm going to hold that for you.
I love that. Yeah. All right, we have Miss Pierrette up next.
All right, Pierrette. All right, Pierrette. Your harmony card is asking you to release something. So, you know, this lady is actually holding on to a balloon and she's going to let it go. She's going to let it be gone. So maybe release the year from behind you, because be open to change. And there's nothing more constant than change. And of course, it's got my favorite animal here, the beautiful deer. Honestly, just a wonderful spirit.
Love that. I have got for you, Pierrette. The hope card is follow your heart. And I love this image, right? Literally like the holiday version of the hermit, right?
Yeah.
Like one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. I'm not gonna get crazy about like where I need to be and where I'm supposed to be headed and is this the right thing? And I'm just gonna like follow my gut, follow my path, right? This card says you can trust your feelings. That's what it says on the bottom. You can trust your feelings. That's your hope.
There you go.
Listen to your heart. It's never going to send you in the wrong direction. Right? And then your opportunity, we've got leaves and a gradual shift.
Okay.
You know, you've been through a lot, and it's going to get easier as you continue to heal. And each time that you make a stride or some growth occurs, whether you're aware or you're not, that is the shift. And as long as you follow your heart, those shifts continue to happen. We're just not always necessarily aware of them, right?
Yep. And do you know that leaves are meant to be information? Leaves are information. So you're going to be getting more information.
I love that. Well, look, Aley's so smart. All right, we have Sharon, then Denise.
Oh, hi, Sharon. Okay.
Many blessings to you, Pierrette. Friend, how cold is it where you are? Because on the weekend, it was minus 30 Celsius here. Like, listen, just so you all know, when you get to minus 25 Celsius, that is minus 25 in Fahrenheit. It was minus 30.
Yeah. No, I don't know how you do it, honestly.
And then it was supposed to warm up today, right? Like, so we were supposed to go to like only like -4 or something like that. But then we got a weather warning that we were getting 20 centimeters of snow. I'm like, what in the, you know what? So we've had like 2.5 feet of snow already fall on us. It's not even, I mean, winter just happened 2 days ago.
Just started. We're supposed to get some snow here in the mountains. Whether I get a dusting here, we never get that much, but it shuts down when you get nothing here. It's because that's just the way it goes. All right. So Sharon, harmony with protecting love. And I love this because it is a woman holding small little animals, and she's a warrior woman. And I know you've had quite a year, and you've had to be a warrior. And it's saying, hold on and make sure that you do the self-care that you need. It's not opportunity. What is it, Kelly?
Openness.
Openness. Thank you. It's not in front of me. I lose it. You, my dear, have the moose on your side, and that is a position of power. And I would say I would have to get out of the way of a moose if it was charging towards me, because I would think that would be a very powerful animal. So I'm thinking this bodes well for you, that you are in more of a position of power than you might have been earlier in the year. Yeah.
Your hope, going off of Aley's card, we've got the meandering pathway and flow. So continue to go with the flow, to continue to keep that momentum, right? The opportunity is the warm embrace. Okay. And it says the love you want is here.
Beautiful.
So whether that's from family, whether that's from friends, whether that's from a spirit, or whether that's from yourself, you know, learning to love yourself, learning to appreciate yourself, learning to, you know, look at your reflection in the mirror and think, you know what, you're kind of freaking awesome, is a really powerful thing.
It is.
If you've been through it and you're working on it and you see the progress and you see the growth, it's okay to give yourself a hug. You know, you deserve that.
That's right. And she says she's fostering a kitty And in that card, there was a kitty. And I wonder if fostering is going to turn into owning, because, we get attached to these little kids.
Oh my God. I mean, that's how Charlotte and Quincy started.
Yes. But it's your choice. Always your choice. Yeah. All right.
Only go back. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. We're not going to do that. Okay. So Denise, we already read Denise's story. Yep. So let's just pull a couple of cards out for Denise and her husband.
Okay. So let's see.
Actually, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, this makes sense.
Because I'm laughing because sometimes the cards don't make sense to us.
Right.
But they don't have to make sense to us.
No, they don't have to make sense to us. But I find that the harmony card comes up with cautious. And it says on the rock, believe. And I just we don't always know what we're in for, and what that does to assist others. So believe that you are led to where you need to be, and that you are helping a lot by doing so. And then I get a mob of crows, and that's death. I mean, it's like you've been swarmed by them, and I just don't know what else to say. That's amazing.
Well, here's what's interesting. So I pulled these two cards. I'm going to give you an extra card, Denise, because I just feel like I'm supposed to do that. So the first card that I've got is the tasting success. Okay? And it literally says your hard work is rewarded. Which makes me really emotional, because I feel like that was exactly what we said earlier when we first read your message, that it's rewarded not in a tangible way, but in ways that other people can understand, right?
That's right.
Yep. And then we've got the lantern.
Oh, you're a light.
Right? And then new opportunity. So it's like your light and the empathy is going to provide you with an opportunity. I'm going to give you a postcard from Spirit. I love these cards. Okay, we have this glorious angel on the front that looks, she's holding like a halo over her head, like a wreath.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
A wreath.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is what it says. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all of the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done. Be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky, unmeshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part of everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so much.
There you go. Yeah, you've got to find a way to release it, Denise. You do.
Yeah. You know, I used to work in a group home for developmentally challenged individuals. And these people were brought there because it was considered a high medical needs house. And these people were brought there because they were, in their last stages of life.
Yep.
And I was really young, and I felt so guilty if I even took like a day off, because I was like, what's going to happen to them? It's really hard to be in a position of responsibility for someone else's life, like a first responder is, a doctor, a nurse, etc.
Yeah.
A babysitter, a caregiver, an elder caregiver. When you don't have good boundaries in place for yourself. So Aley is absolutely right. You've got to find a way to release. Every day, every week, every month, just let it go. Because you're doing heart work, I want to say.
Work.
You're doing
Absolutely.
Hard work and hard work. And we can't pretend that what we see does not filter in, even though we're trying to be like steel with our suit of armor to protect ourselves. It is going to infiltrate, so we've got to find a way to push that out. Okay. We have just Maria left.
Okay, Maria, it's your turn. All right.
Yes. All right. So Maria was saying something before, and Maria was in my chat the other night, something about her significant other, her relationship. She is thinking that there's some cheating going on, which I told her I can't read on, because that's third-party energy. But I read around the energy of the relationship, and then we just all had a really good chat and a really good talk about how she was feeling emotionally. And so hopefully these cards help you, Maria, because I know that you had said that you were very upset, very depressed, very sad. And as I said to you that night, and I will repeat it here again, you can't, for the love of all that is important to you, you cannot let someone else have that much control over you. You want to be okay for you. You want to be your best self for you, not for anyone else. Right?
So, Maria, I'll tell you that I've been married 4 times, and I'm almost 70 years old. And my first 2 husbands were cheaters. And I knew they were cheating, even though I didn't know they were cheating. And if they're cheating, it's not going to work. And I ended up leaving and finding my own way. You can't change somebody. They have to be the one that wants to change. And that's really hard to hear. Mine was cheating on me when I was pregnant with my son and put me in, I had to go in the hospital. I was so upset about it. So, we make choices, and I was worth more than that kind of sabotage. And I had to come to that conclusion. So I'm on your side, and I don't want to see you go down a path where you are in a world of hurt. So you've got to make some decisions. And the card I got is, you are a princess, my girl. You matter. You are a princess. He must treat you like a princess, or what the hell? Why stay? Why stay? It's very important that you understand that you are valuable, beautiful, and love yourself first, because you're the one that matters. And the second card I got is, look for the divine guidance. Allow yourself to ask your angels and your guides. I know you said in the chat you don't have family. We're your family, but you also have your ancestors, you have your angels, you have your guides, and you can call upon them anytime you want for assistance. So just know that I'm sorry you're dealing with this. This is a hard thing. I understand completely. And I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't gone through this myself. So I find that as much as I hated going through it and how horrible it all was, it made me who I am. And I can be a lot more understanding of other people's pain because of it. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. So much love. Give yourself a big hug. Yeah.
I didn't know that you went through that, Aley. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah. A lot of stuff.
I too, as you guys know, and I shared this the other night, I was married before.
Uh-huh.
I watched my parents' marriage dissolve in a
It's difficult.
horrible way that was violent, and it affected me for my entire life from that point forward. And
it's hard. It's hard.
It's difficult when you're in that. And of course, we don't know your circumstance. We don't know your situation other than what you've shared. But please don't suffer in silence.
Right. And please don't ever give your life up. Life up for somebody else.
Yeah. Go to the authorities. Go to your doctor, go to a therapist, go to your friends. Get whatever resources help you can, because no other person deserves to have that kind of control over another human being. When you put yourself in a position where you think that you would be better off not around, it's not okay.
Never true.
Not okay. All right. So for your hope, I have the water spirit and manifesting dreams. Where do you want to be? What do you want to be in your future? What do you want to see? What do you want to surround yourself with? And then your opportunity is the cup of kindness, and love will show the way.
There you go.
As I said,
I can hear that song. Love will find a way.
As I said the other night, Maria, not to be a broken record, but literally, you've got to love yourself enough to be able to say in the mirror what you would say to your best friend, what you would want someone to say to you. You need to be able to say that back to your reflection. You need to love yourself enough to give yourself the courage and the support to be able to get through this and get past it. And, as I said to you the other night, I'm so happy to see you back, because obviously you heard me. You heard me when I said you're welcome. We're here for you. So I just want to say thank you to the lovely and fabulous Aley for all that she does, and for coming in and sharing tonight with us. Thank you so much, Aley.
My pleasure. It was really wonderful to share time with you and everyone in the chat, both chats.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to be back on before Christmas now. I might do a wrap and chat. That's what I'm calling it.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. So just make sure that you've got the bell notification checked off. Next Sunday, for certain, I will be back at 7 p.m. Eastern with Ms. Vicki Howell. You see her there in the chat.
Yay, Vicki!
Vicki and I are going to toss some stones in the old Oracle Garden to see what's ahead for 2025.
Yeah.
And then the lovely Ivana will be joining me on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we are going to take a look at 2025, sort of like a prediction kind of vibe, right?
There you go.
Because there's 365 days in a year, which means there's 365 opportunities ahead. So, what about you, Aley? Where can people find you if they are looking for you?
come on over to see Heart and Soul Connected. I will be on tomorrow, a 12 o'clock show, Pacific, with Trudy Shue, but then I won't be on again until Thursday, and I'll be on with my medium show. So come on over and say hello. And thank you so very much to everybody for the most beautiful holiday season and love that you send us all the time by just showing up and being there and helping each other out. So
absolutely, it's been lovely. I hope that everybody enjoyed the Dozen Cats Advent Calendar. I enjoyed doing it. There will be one more draw, which will be tomorrow. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, whether it's going to be a pre-recorded reading or short or a community post, but I will do it. I just, I can't say thank you for the love and for the support and for the kindness to Dozen Cats, for me, for my family, for each other, and enough. I don't have really the vocabulary to express, how much I appreciate each and every one.
You do fine. You're fine. You're beautiful. Thank you.
Know that I love you, and know that I wish you the very, very, very merriest of Christmases. And I will see you when I see you next. That's so right. Until then,
we'll see you later.
Everybody.
Bye, everybody.